Hello, everybody. I'm going to talk to you this week about a part of my life not many people really know about, and that is I'm really heavily involved with quite a few water projects. I absolutely love water. It must be something to do with being Pisces, but I've got lots of different fish tanks, and this is my way of relaxing. Because I'm out a lot. In a normal world, I'd probably have had a dog or a cat, but it wouldn't have been fair on them, and on the basis that I'm never really in much. So I got into fish keeping during the pandemic. I was looking after my dad, and I started to need something else to focus on, as well as all the other stresses and strains of the pandemic. So I found water really as a way of doing it, and it's been so relaxing. So the tank you're looking at here is at my house, and is the first fish tank we ever built. And it's yeah, we're really proud of it. It's a lovely little tank. The guys in there are great. They only ever really had tiny fish, and they've got loads of space to swim around in. There's for those that know, there's the gold ones, white cloud minnow, and the stripy ones, the stripy suit ones, are Danios, and they're slightly more bonkers and just swim around at high speeds and so on. But there's also in there there's I'm trying to think what they're called now. Oh gosh, yeah, I know them as the creatures. Something loaches or something. They basically eat the algae in there anyway, but they're always hard to find. They're always hiding, and they come out more at night time. But I got into it, as I say, because it was so relaxing, but also it was the ideal pet to have. And then from here, I sort of learned lots of other different ideas around water and how pumps work, about cleaning water, maintaining them, and it's quite a lot of work really. But it is really relaxing, especially if I'm working late at night. I can just come and look at the fish, and you feel like you've got a bit of company. I then grew the number of tanks, so I've got there's one here in this room, and then there's one upstairs which we're going to have a look at, and then we've got some at my mum's house as well, and some outside, and it's sort of grown. So I then started to focus around what else could we do, and eventually got to a point where it's given me lots of ideas on how to build a water feature for Anchorsholme Park, and having that knowledge of how pumps work and so on, and energy usage and all those things has come basically from having this fish tank. So I'm really grateful to it. So what I'll do now is I will show you the next fish tank, and I'm going to show you each of the water features and how we've sort of developed them and so on. So I will show you the next tank in the power of a few seconds, but it's in my world it's going to be a few minutes, and I'll just walk upstairs. I'll show you the next one now. And like that, here we are. So this is the second tank that I've got at my house. And this is, again, it's quite a good size. And again, we've got similar fish, white cloud minnow and danios in there. And again, these I, you'll see the fish swimming near the center, and basically they think I'm going to feed them. But the key to fish is ignore them when they're telling you they're hungry, because you'll overfeed them otherwise, and that's just as bad as underfeeding them. So these guys, I tend to give them some breakfast, some flakes in the morning, and then some when I come back in the evening. But yeah, nothing in the day really. Once they've had their breakfast, and otherwise it will do them more harm than good. But again, they're really economical to run. You've got a couple of filters in there, and you can see the temperature there. It's 18.5. These are all cold water fish, so all the fish that I keep are generally either danios or white cloud. So it just allows you to focus on, you know, standardizing all the things that they all like. Same cleaning products, same food, same cleaning routine, and I tend to clean them all out on a Sunday, and that works really well. So yeah, so this was the second tank that we've got, and now I'm going to disappear and show you the third tank that we've got, but that's not at my house, that's at my mum's house. So I will show you that. Again, it will feel like seconds for you, but about 10 minutes for me because I've got to go over there now. But yeah, again, I will say this though about fish, they're so relaxing, and having just a calming influence after a stressful busy day. This is looking after these guys is great fun. I recommend anyone to get into the hobby. So with the power of YouTube, I shall show you the third tank that we have. And if by magic, this is the third tank that we've got. This is at my mum's. This is a really big tank, and you can see again the white cloud minnow and the danios there all swimming away. We've got again 2 filters in there, and this keeps them nice and clean and looked after. And yeah, these are great little fellas and very happy. I love watching these at Christmas when I sort of have a bit of time here and see my mum. And yeah, they're good little guys. Again, the perfect pet for anyone who's not in a lot but wants something in their lives, to look after. And just cleaning them and looking after them is good fun in a way. I sort of try and do it on a weekly basis. Normally Saturday or Sundays. Saturdays for my mum's and Sundays for the fish at my house. But they're all very calm, and the white cloud minnow and Dennis sort of tend to live at 2 to 3 years really, and but as you can see, they're sort of schooling fish, so they sort of follow each other around, and the more of them you've got, the happier they are. They're not good on their own or just a small group. So if you do get some, definitely get quite a few. And obviously depending on the size of your tank, and this could take a lot more. Probably I'll get some more in the coming months, really. But yeah, this is a great tank, and zoom in on there for you so you can see them. Yeah, they're about an inch and a bit long, and the Daniels get a little bit longer than that, about up to 2 inches. So that's the third tank that we've got, and then I'll show you the other 2 water features. These are outside now, and it sort of proves just how much I love water. And this is the first of the outside features that we've got. It's solar panelled. I'll show you the solar panel now. It just connects from a little cable at the back, and then just feeds into that panel there, picks up the power, and then puts the water from the base at the back, pumps it all the way up to the top, and then it just lets gravity do the rest. And again, it's really calming here just to sit and enjoy the sound of that running water. Again, it's why I'm really keen to see a water feature at Anchorsholme Park based on using a renewable. I know it can work. This is second year now. It doesn't have a battery, so there's no battery storage for this, and but it does work really well. Saves having to dig up an area, and it's really effective, and it's got a good little stream effect really. This obviously is not carrying any distance to it, it's just height, but it's still powerful enough to do what you need it to, and looks great. So we'll have a look at the next water feature, which is the front of Mum's garden, and this has fish in it, so we'll go and have a look at that. And you may have seen this before in that video we did last year of Mum's garden. If you're not seeing it, just have a look at one of the other links. So I'll move there now. We'll have a look at how that pond's getting on. Here we are at the next pond. We've learnt loads with this. I really like it. Now I've made a homemade filter there. Just zoom in on that. I've turned it off at the moment, but that'll be on probably in the next few weeks. I'm just waiting to get some sponge. But I've basically got a mixture of different sponges in there. It's sort of like a bedding material, but it's got no toxins in it, so it doesn't pollute the water. And what that does, it takes out any impurities and just generally cleans the water up and creates extra bubbles, which adds oxygen in it. Now there's some black stone things in there as well, in little bags, which hold up the bacteria. Next to that there, you've got like a little pump, sorry, not a pump, a heater that keeps the fish warm in the winter. And then you've got 2 oxygenators there. Those are the ones that are sending the bubbles in. So what tends to happen here? These green things here, they put loads of oxygen into the water, which is great. But at night time they do the opposite. They can release quite a lot of. I see some fish down there. Just I'll show you. That's it. They can sort of take the oxygen out of the water as well. So that's why we have the oxygenators in there. So the oxygen content for the fish is really good. There's about about 15, 16 fish in here now. Some white cloud there. Look, I'll just show you, and they've probably heard my voice. And yeah, again, they're doing really well. We've also got some black white cloud minnows in here as well. Again, they're really hard to spot though, so probably not the best idea to have got them in terms of looking for fish, but they do really well because they're hard to spot, so they have their own little value to the pond in their own unique way. But it's done really well. It just looks after itself. This I do need to sort of paint again, but I've got to be really careful because it's obviously green, and I just need to put the green back on the top there. But you've also got some these they're like a bush. Oh gosh, I can't forget what they're called. But they can take over with like a reed. That's what they are. And if you're not careful, they'll just dominate a pond. So what they've done is they've spread around in here. We've also got some water lilies. But the best way of killing these off, if you want to get rid of them, is just cut them underneath, and and keep cutting them underneath, and the water eventually will do the rest and they'll rot. And that's something we constantly battle at Anchorsholme Park. So right, so what I'll do now is take you to the final pond. So we go back to my house and we'll have a look at that pond, and you'll see how the development of the different water projects that we've been working on leads to a particular objective. So I'll go there now and I'll peer back in seconds. So here we are at the final pond that I've built. We've come up here with a sort of a solution that was a real test around what would work for Anchorsholme Park. So I've come up with rather a design that will take water from one part of the pond, which is in the pump there, and then take it along, which is all the way up to there, but also higher as well. So you've now got some height, and then pour that back out and then run down like a stream back into the pond. And this is pretty much what the design at Anchorsholme Park would look like, with height and length at the same points. I've not got for any fish here, just mainly because I'm not in very often, and they would require quite a bit of work. And then I've gone for quite a few seagrasses around the stones, so that helps quite a bit as well. Just because it's so close to the sea here. So if you lift up there, where those railings are, that's where the sea is. So we do get a lot of rough weather here. But yeah, as a design, it works really well. It's an echo pump, so it's really low on energy usage. And then after that, what I've got is a plan to sort of generally add sort of more bits of colour here, really, some sea fish probably. And I say, just try and link then ideas of how we'll build the one at Anchorsholme Park when we eventually put it in. But it's going to be a similar sort of design to this, really, sort of where you're taking water from one point further along but also higher. And the next plan for me really is to map out what the how we're going to power it, and I'm hoping to come up with a solar design, as we saw when the team that put the solar lights in at East Pines will come up with something similar to that. So it's getting very windy here, so I will let you go. Thank you for watching the video, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next week with an update, probably from Tramtown, with all the different things that have been going on there. That's great. Look forward to seeing you soon. Take care. Bye bye.